we go. There we go. Gamera. Gamera is back. Gamera is in full force. Mr. Taylor. Okay. Let's see. How many people we got in this chat today? So far, it looks like just the most important one of all. Yep, getting things all ready here. Logging into everything else. Yep, we'll be gonna finish this song stealing idea. And possibly, most likely, watching another video. And then we'll see. I'm not really sure. I am considering, because of my workload and because of what I would like to, and what I feel I need to get done, in order to advance the business, advance the brand, may just be cutting down to streaming once a month and not every week. I thought, well, maybe just do it every 2 weeks. But that's a possibility too. Like maybe the first and second Thursday of every month. But maybe just do a big ass long stream first Thursday of every month. See if I can get people to send in questions, request things for me to watch and talk about. Because I've been working on a script for a video to have up on the main website. God, I've been working on this thing for over a month now. And all I can do is just tip away at it, tiny little pieces at a time. And it's ridiculous that I'm still not done with it. Plus, I need to, basically going to be reshooting all the material, well, maybe not all the material, all the demonstrations for the rhythm crash course that I made. And I figure I might as well do the same thing with the speed picking course I got out there. Because, yeah, the Vimeo, which hosts all those videos, so it's like YouTube if you don't know what it is. It's like YouTube, but it's supposed to be like more secure. Oh, they like changed something with how they have videos, whatever, and now things are not loading for people anymore who bought the course, so yeah, I was going to just re-upload everything to YouTube and literally have hundreds of code, or like hundreds of links I gotta put back into this damn book. But after looking at it, I was like, I don't know why I only did the speeds that I did. I guess that's just how it was for me back then. But I've changed how I do things a bit with students, so I want to upgrade those, update what it was, make it better. Basically make everything a playthrough, or like a play along. So actually just do like the 60, 65, 70, all the way up for all the rhythms. So this way people don't just look at the one rhythm or one speed, they get like all of it. I think that'd be a much better thing to do, be much more helpful for everybody. And then finally, yes, the mode course, back to that. How long have I been talking about that? Quite a while. Somebody's outside screaming. Maybe they saw Gamera and got scared. Alright, Twitch is up. Kick is up. Gotta get Facebook going next. Why is it not showing? There we go. Managing video now. Moving that over here. So yeah, just moving the live streams to maybe just once a month for now so I can have more time to focus on the bigger picture stuff. Because right now, the live streams do not feel like a big picture thing. And I don't... God, I'm so behind on even like editing down live reaction stuff that was done before too. So it's like... Yeah. I need like, I don't know, 20 more days in the week in order to get things done within a week. But then I just have to have more days where I teach. So, hot damn! There we go. Okay, what are we going to start with? I have been just starting with some sweep picking practice. Could do that again. Why not? What did I leave off with last time? Did I even write it down? Descending 7th chord sweep arpeggios. Yes, I did write it down. And I think I got this to 240 last time. Let's start with this again. I'm going to do 6 notes a click today. Going up in 2s. Let's see how well it goes. Hey, did you see this here? Questions and comments welcome at any time. Alright, so that's out the way. Finally got my Schecter back. A little buzzy on some of the frets, but that's because the action is insanely low. I think the guy who worked on it did a really good job. I'm going to take the old Laudo guitar in there. Have him work on that next. But it's nice to have that very responsive tremolo system again. I see we got Gamera over on Facebook as well. On the place! What is the purpose of the action being low? So, action has to do with like how close or far away the string is to the fretboard. So if it's like really high action, like say the strings would be way up here, well you gotta press really far for the strings to go down onto the fretboard. But when it's really, really close, low action, you have very little to move. So really low action means a lot easier to push the strings down, and you can play faster. But if it's too low in some places, you get like that buzz. But if I'm really gentle with it here, I can control that buzz. So it's almost like I gotta get used to just how hard I'm putting my fingers down and whatnot in this area. Alright. Let's get to some sweep picking practice here. And then we'll go into finishing stealing Iron Maiden stuff. And see if there's any positive response after I put that tab out. And see if people actually like the idea. Okay. Metronome, metronome, metronome. Here we go. Anna, is Peter Holtz watching this too? Make everyone at Peter Holtz watch this. Alright. Let's see how this idea goes. I'm going to go up in 2s because I am playing 6 notes a click, not 3. Okay, so this would be... Hello, villain. I am in E standard. Old man tuning. already. Good Lord. Go. Whew. Didn't like that. No. Whew. I am curious if this would be easier on the Monson instead of the Schecter. Try it on the Monson again in a minute. Man. Whew. That's crazy how much that freaking hurts your arm. Like, it is swollen. Swollen. Getting forearm gains from sweet picking. God damn. Whew. Where the hell is Lord Potato? Were potatoes sent and then erased like last week? All right. Holy God. makes a difference for me. Huh. I like the familiarity of this, but I don't know. I think I don't know. Back to the shifter. Dang it, get in there. Crap. I can't get the guitar to stay in the stand. There we go. Dang. I swear I did better than last week. Yeah, I'm not doing so hot today. Didn't I make it to 240 last week doing the trip away? Or what's going on? Oh well. Alright, come on, let's keep going. That's a good one. That is not good. Almost there, almost there. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. tempted to just go for that 120, but then I wouldn't be following my own advice. Oh man, I clearly need the work. God damn. Oh man. I feel like I need my compressor on this guitar. Looks like over on Kick I have a comment from someone from Colombia. Hola. I understand hola for hello, saludos. I'm assuming that my guess is salute. But mi español es muy mal. No es bueno. I know very little. Muy pequeño. That was shit. Oh boy. Alright, I think I need to just throw in the towel here. I'm gonna end it with, I don't know, let's go back down to, maybe not that. Just play it here a bit. Wow, am I doing bad? Potato! And the potatoes are there. Alright, maybe I can play better now. Alright, dropping at 10, trying again. Your presence is not working. You don't have to pick every note. The way I plan on playing it, yes I do. Minus the hammer-ons and pull-offs. So you're not just gonna do that. That wouldn't sound good. Tommy needs potato. Oh, how nice. Tommy's being a fucking asshole. Good on you, Tommy. You do need some potatoes. All right. Let's get to the songwriting stuff. Let's see what I got written so far. Anyway, look at that. We got moderation being needed today. Hot damn. Anyway. There we go. Okay, I don't remember what the hell I wrote. So anyway, we're getting back to the songwriting practice idea that at least one person said they wanted me to do it. And basically, to get the creative juices flowing, the suggestion was take a song that you like, that you want to have, you want to write something that sounds like it. Take a song that you do like and rip it off. Rip the song off. Use it to come up with ideas for your own. So this was just kind of this song. Why this one? Well, it just seemed like an easy one to use since I already know it well. I do want to try this idea with a song I don't know, so this way I can really put this idea to the test. And again, this is just a way to get the creative ideas going. Not saying this is what you should do to write your own material all the time, because, well, you can't just be ripping off other people's stuff, but it could be a way just to kind of get things going. So anyway, this is what I got so far, and I don't remember it all. That's what we got so far. And probably should bring up the song just in case anyone needs to hear it. All right. So basically we got stuff up to the point where, I'll just play it. Alright, and that's basically as far as we got. So, let's see. Oops. Yeah. Oh, and I saw it. Alright, so that's what we got so far, just up to that point. Let's listen to the MIDI track one more time. Joe! Hello, sir. Good to have you on. So this stuff in here, that wasn't really happening in the Iron Maiden song, but that just kept my ears kept hearing it, right? So I put it in anyway. Which is something you can do when writing your own stuff by ripping off things you like. If you hear something that you feel like would fit really well with what you're trying to do it. All right, so continuing on, we're gonna work with. Let's see, I gotta move this somewhere. Maybe I can do that there. Nope, that is not gonna work. All right. Anyway, that was the next part we get to fiddle with. Okay. Why, thank you, Joe. Just got it back from getting work done to it. Had some bum frets. We should go into that instead. Let's change the octave of that. Certainly make it easier to play down there. Copy and paste that. Something like that. A little bit of change to this. Let's just do that too, because that's really easy to jump into. Hello, sir. I'm going to go with Cordoba, because I think I can pronounce that, but I don't know if I can pronounce anything else. Welcome to the stream. We're currently in the process of ripping off the Trooper to demonstrate how you can use such an idea to kickstart your own songwriting stuff. Okay, so we got that much so far. So we got... I'm gonna go into that chord because I like it. Okay. Okay, so in the actual song... Back to this. Let's see how we go out of it. I mean, I kind of know, but let's listen to it anyway. All right. Dun, dun, dun. So in the other song, actual song, I want to do something different than that. The D5, what can we do here instead? I kind of like that, but I kind of don't. Maybe just do that instead. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's put that in. How many times do I count? Do that count? 3 and 4, 3 and 4, and 3 and 4, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So on the upbeat of 4 and I think that's it. Okay, that's going to be a quarter note. Oh, Guitar Pro, why do you not want to work half the damn time? It has problems with tying across bar lines and being able to hear it properly. I don't get it. There we go. Okay. Back to the song. Alright, so we gotta go back to that to follow the song properly. But how the hell did I do that before? Alright, then. Alright, we gotta... Okay. Something like that. Alright, let's listen to what we got so far. Da-da-da-dum. Well, there we go. I think that might be an okay place to just stop there. We got the main gist of the song right there. Put the tab up, see if anyone wants to have more of it done, or if this ended up being a giant waste of time. Who knows? Because certainly when doing stuff like this, there's not a lot of discussion going on. And boy, do I feel like it's extremely slow-paced. Well, there you go. I'll end up putting this up. Villain, hi. Assuming that means you liked it. That's good. And right, you were there at the beginning. So I'll end up putting this up on the website and Patreon, and anyone can fiddle with it if they like. They have any, see if they got anyone has suggestions of what they'd like me to try doing for another one. Good. Thank you. But I think that's going to be it for this right now, because, you know, it's got more stuff being repeated. I already know what the song is going to do, but there's an idea you can do. Finishing up. All right, let's go to something more interesting here. Well, maybe more interesting. Controversial, perhaps. Let's try to get to another video we're gonna check out. And what I'm thinking about doing. Hold on. Where is it? Or did I not add it? Uh-oh. Oh! Well, I thought I added a new video to the Watch Later playlist, but now I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Let me try and find it. That's the one. Okay.
Coming with arpeggio ideas and stuff like that.
Okay. Here we go. You know, we got to get the other thing ready to go. Got to get the disclaimer ready. Plastodon, hello, sir. You made it. You missed someone being an asshole. Apparently, when you practice sweep picking, you're not supposed to pick every note. And it makes it sound like an exercise and not melodic. Can you explain to me how in the fuck you're supposed to make something sound not like an exercise and be melodic? That was one of the weirdest things. He was muted quite quickly. He didn't eat his potatoes today. Okay. About ready here. He was a hater when he should have been a tater. Very, very good. Yeah, it was like near the time I was having some sweep picking practice struggles. And, God. He said, you don't have to pick every note. He said, that's why you don't sound good. So apparently I sound bad to him. That's just fine. But at that point is when I was like, okay, you're gone. He said, you're playing it like an exercise that should be melodic and not sounding like an exercise. Okay. Good old internet. You gotta take the bad with the good, though. Anyway. Joe over on Twitch has given us a potato. Good. We need more. All right. Anyway, let's get to this. So, saw this title, this video title, but let's do the disclaimer first because we're gonna do a reaction. It's reaction time. All right, reaction time. You know what? These live reaction videos are never done with the intent to tear anyone down, even though I'm sure many people still think I'm being a jerk and sound like shit when I sweep pick. In these types of videos, we see if we agree, disagree, and what I can add to the conversation to further help people get better at guitar. Is this coattail riding and clout chasing? Absolutely! If doing this helps me reach more people and grow the channel, damn it, I'm going to do it. So there we go. All right, what are we going to check out today? The title of this is My Lesson with the World's Fastest Guitarist. This isn't Della Vega. It's not. It's Rusty Cooley. We actually exchanged a few emails years ago. We were supposed to meet up with Mr. Troy Grady at one point, but things didn't quite work out so well, unfortunately. So Rusty and I did not meet. Oh well. Shit. Just thinking about that video. Oh, this video that I'm about to watch, or the Della Vega thing? But yeah, the channel is from Dean Lamb. I don't know anything about Dean, but just a little bit on Mr. Cooley. Oh, you're going to ask my opinion on this? Well, fantastic. Glad I picked this one. 'Cause yeah, this is going to be the first time watching this, so I have no idea what's going to happen. No idea. But let's see. And I'm assuming Dean is the one saying that Rusty is the fastest guitar player. I do not think Rusty has ever claimed that he was. So, there we go. Dean is a very good player. Okay. Well, that's good. Let's see what this is all about.
I'm a big proponent of doing all my arpeggio stuff where you don't have to do any hammer-ons or pull-offs.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really seek that stuff out when I'm coming up with arpeggio ideas and stuff like that. So I love fives, dude. But I also, when you first mentioned fives, I was thinking you were talking about like in scale your sequences, because I do fives and scale runs as well.
Okay.
The thing was, when I first trying to do a five, if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, you end, the next five has to start on that finger.
Right.
So I don't like that. I don't want to hear a repeat note. So you know, if the first five is like let's see, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So. Right. So every five is coming at you from a different direction, and the listener's getting hit with a barrage of notes. They don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And that's the way I like to keep it. But when I listen to other guitar players, I can just go, okay, dig it. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't want people, when they hear me, I don't want them to know what the hell I'm doing.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
This episode is brought to you by Sweetwater.com. If you want to find out...
Well, that was easy to follow. Really into Mozart influence into tech death. Interesting. So I'm assuming he's talking about like if a metronome's clicking, you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that? Is that what he was talking about? I am unsure. Let me see. Something like that? Maybe, is that what he's talking about? I'm guessing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Oh my, that is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Damn, that's freaking weird. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't have to be that. Whew, That is funky. Funky, funky. That gotta be a good thing to practice just to get started there. Something like that. Maybe we'll do something like that and make it sound like an exercise and not melodic at all. Okay, I'm going to start sounding like a whiny bitch if I don't shut up about that. At least I have food choices.
Play that they offer on their website, go hit the link in the description of this video. From like picks to pedals to guitar preamps, all of it is there. As well, if you want to watch the entire 1 hour long unedited video with transcriptions as much as we could do them, because oh my god, the playing is insane. Hit the join button below, and I'll see you there. Thanks so much. Back to the video.
I'll mix fives with sevens and other groupings. You know, a seven would be. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, I think when you got that kind of demonstration there, like, well, how would that be notated, Joe asked. Well, you could do something like, let me bring up this new sheet here. Hold on, there we go. So with Guitar Pro, and actually I should probably do it like this so you can see. So like what I did there, like doing the fives thing, you could do something like, you put in those 5 notes, you highlight that, and then you can come over here in Guitar Pro, like where it says that 3, you can click on that. Oh, never mind, not that one. Click on this guy, and then make this a 5 to 4. So this way, basically, in the space of the 4/16 notes, now you got your 5 notes. So you can do something like that. Ooh, wait. Right, and then, because yeah, he wasn't doing it that way. Because he had that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Basically just back and forth the whole way through. Let's see, did I get all out in there correctly? Yeah, 12, 14, 15, 14, 12, 14, 15, 14, 12, 14, 15, 14, 12, 14, 15, 14, 12, 14, 15, 14. So basically it would look like that, just like you would see a triplet, but instead of the 3, you got the 5. Same thing where he's talking about the 7, you would just put in, 7 instead. So that's all it is. So yeah, you see something like this, then you know that you're supposed to evenly space those 5 notes across the beat, which actually is a polyrhythm. 5 across 4 polyrhythm. The way Mr. Cooley is demonstrating this, oh, it's very fast. The way Rusty Cooley is demonstrating this, oh, let me close that. There we go. Like, it just sounds like, a barrage of notes, just really fast, right? So, because, you can just do that. And, well, it doesn't really, there's no beat to lock onto, There's no beat to hear, like, well, that could be anything, So, I'm actually going to switch over to my Monson. Because I do feel like the Schecter needs that compressor pedal for everything to be picked up a little bit better. I feel like the notes, the fast stuff gets picked up a little easier on this one. So, yeah, doing that, I mean, you could say, oh, well, that's groups of 5s or 7s or whatever, but without a metronome to, like, really hear it, like, how can you tell? I wonder if he's going to demonstrate it with that, because without that click, it's just, when you hear a ton of notes like that, like, well, there's nothing to make it distinct as it is a group of 5 or a group of 7 or anything like that. Maybe he was to do like, like 5 individual notes and then 5 other individual notes and then other 5, but he's like doing like repeating a sequence, it sounds like. But anyway, let's keep going.
Right, so like that would be 7s. And then you can do 7-5-5 or 5-5-7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, so on.
Okay, so does that mean he's not doing like a group of 5 per beat and then... I'm a little confused as to what's actually happening here. Because I thought he was saying that he's doing like a group of 5 notes per click. But now he's just saying like, oh, here's 5 notes, now here's 7 notes. But like earlier he's like, anyway, maybe I have to rewatch it. I got lost on that one.
Right,
Oh,
so
okay.
like, I come from the Paul Gilbert school of practicing, picking.
Hey, dude,
Right?
me too.
Grew up in Intense Rock 1,
Yeah.
and I did everything Paul said. I didn't even question it. Gilbert was one of my biggest guitar heroes.
Hell yeah.
And so I practiced all that stuff. You're changing everything on an up pick. So I developed all my runs around changing strings on an up pick without realizing it. I can do a 3-octave run so much more comfortably than I can do a single position scale across one spot.
Okay.
But the way I get around that is I'll kind of mentally trick myself, and this is what I do. So if I think about every 2 strings is starting over, then it's not changing to the 4th string on a down pick. So if I go down, up, 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 down, up,
Yeah.
then I can do it better. Not
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Not the way I'd like to do it, but I can do it better than if I just try to go down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? I have to treat it as 3 groups of 6.
You're probably familiar with Troy Grady.
Oh yeah, dude. I was one of the first guys he filmed.
Oh yes, that's right.
And we had the big contraption all mounted to my guitar and shit.
I remember. He talks about chunking together. No, and so that's exactly what you're doing. You're just chunking together 6 notes, and you're going, "Hey, here's the chunk," and then I'll pack. But I mean, it's interesting that you basically deceive yourself while you're playing, which is pretty funny. You're like, I'll think of it a different way, but there's no way to do it. I mean, like you could never think about the individual notes, so you just need to chunk it out.
So and the whole chunking thing, that's like a newer thing. So that was never part of my thought process.
Sure.
I was never super analytical with my technique. I wasn't the guy that how you were talking about earlier, like stopping it and checking out what's he doing here and all that stuff.
Right.
I wasn't that guy. I just watched it and I just had to do it. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I didn't. It's like when somebody told me to get a metronome when I was a kid, and I said, okay, got one. I played everything, did the quarter note, went chunk, done. I didn't know you could do note subdivision.
Right.
I had no idea. I thought metronome was to help you with timing, not speed development. Going back to that 5-minute thing, that's how I developed my speed.
Yeah. What is going on? What's the deal with the 5-minute thing?
Sure, man. I practice everything in 5-minute increments with the timer, like a kitchen timer or cooking timer or whatever. Back in the day, I used to take my mom's out of the kitchen and wind up one. Now everybody's got one on their cell phone or computer or whatever. But yeah, I practice everything in 5-minute intervals. So if I have my practice schedule out, alternate picking, hammer-ons, pull-offs, tapping, string skipping, sweep picking, whatever, right? I practice each section, whatever it is. I only do one technique at a time, right? So if I'm going to work on alternate picking, I'm going to do all my alternate picking stuff at once before I go to another subject, right? Everything that's on my practice list or schedule is practice 5 minutes a piece every day, nonstop. 5 minutes of repetition on each idea. when now again, it's like I was talking about a minute ago. It's kind of like being on a treadmill cycle. For those of you that have never been on a treadmill, if it has a program, right, it'll start you off walking, then you go to fast walking, and then jogging, sprinting, jogging, fast walking, and it cycles you through it, right? So you don't have to really think about it too much. You just got to try to keep up. When you're doing this yourself with the timer, you have to gauge yourself and make sure that you don't push so hard right out of the gate that you just blow your arm out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You need to. It's the concept of 5 minutes of nonstop repetition on each example you're playing. Now, how do you use this method to get faster? Well, at some point in every 5-minute interval, you're going to establish what your fastest clean speed is. And then when you establish your fastest clean speed, then you're going to push it till it breaks up. And as soon as it breaks up, then you reel it back into your fastest clean speed. And then you push it. You do this constant pushing and pulling, right? Now you're going to do that. Again, you have to listen to your body. You can't just try to do that for 5 minutes. That's not what it's about. It's about 5 minutes of nonstop repetition. But at some point, you do need to establish your fastest clean speed and start pushing it until it breaks up. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Right. With a few days or a week or so, your new speed's your old breakup speed. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to students before, and they're like, "Oh, well, I practiced this for an hour." I'm like, "You practiced one exercise for an hour? Are you nuts?" You could have divided that hour into 5-minute sections and.
That's funny. Over here on Twitch, question was asked have you heard of Ninja Spy? I have not heard of Ninja Spy. Who or what is Ninja Spy? And then Triads says, yeah, I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask about. Whether practicing the same thing for. Sorry, YouTube has this little emoji thing at the bottom right hand of the chat, and it covers up some of the words. It's the dumbest placement for it, so I'm trying to see everything in here. For 1 hour, fire, perfect. That put it right where it needs to be. Yeah, don't practice the same thing for an hour. Yeah, I agree. That's. How you practice it is another thing. His idea, doing the 5-minute chunks, that seems like a fair way of doing it. I mean, obviously it worked well for him, so I'm definitely not going to knock that. For me, it's really about, because I do that metronome stuff and promote it all the time, and was doing it, earlier today. Something I want to do more of. It's just a matter of time and energy. Anyway, of course, what I am going to do to improve my sweep picking thing is, instead of doing all those shapes at once, I'm just going to drill the crap out of one at a time. And if it gets done in 5 minutes, it's done in 5 minutes. So my thing is, treat all this stuff like the gym. Basically, get in, do the work, get out. So, I think for a lot of people, though, to just play at what feels like a comfortable speed and then push it and then kind of do the push-pull thing like he talks about, that can be, I can see that working in some instances, but I think people can get better results if they have a specific tempo that they're shooting for, because how do you know you're actually truly getting faster if you're not gauging it to any kind of speed? But yeah, doing short, intense practice sessions, I do agree with. That's a much better approach than just doing the same thing for an hour. I could see that being something if you really, really, really need to drill something home. Maybe it is just the most complicated, confusing, you continue to forget something, and you're just going to play it for an hour because you really, really, really need to break through some horrendous plateau. But even still, the most I've ever done, I talked about this in the ebook, which is free. The free ebook, Metronome Method. Get yourself a copy of the free ebook. call it the Cheers method, because what I did was something, because I was having the damnedest time getting something down. So I basically just put on an episode of Cheers, because I was watching it back then, and I just played whatever it was when I was working. I don't remember what, but just played it at a pace that I didn't really have to think about it, but was not like super easy. It was like kind of challenging, but still was like I was able to just continue to repeat the thing over and over and over and over and over again. And this way I'm not like bored out of my mind doing the same damn thing for 20 plus minutes. I had something on to watch to take my mind off the boredom. But that's like a really rare thing. Like, I haven't done that in a long time. Seostra, hello. Thank you for coming on. But yeah, like these monster practice sessions that people talk about having like 2, 3, 4 hours at a time where they're supposedly pushing themselves to get better, that's overkill. Now, I'm all for playing for a long time if you're having fun, but I do believe there is a difference between practicing to improve yourself versus playing for the sake of having fun. Just playing for fun, running through your songs or other songs that you like, things like that. That's not the same thing. It's a little bit different. It's a different kind of practice, You hate learning solos. They are a pain in the ass, aren't they? It's exhausting. They're very freaking difficult. One reason I hate trying to transcribe them, because I really, really want every note to be correct when I would do any kind of solo transcription, which I am not doing right now, by the way, and I'm not going to. Don't ask. Yeah, learning solos is a pain in the ass, because you're trying to learn what is natural for somebody else, which very well is not natural for you. Let's continue.
Practiced all these other licks.
Right.
Because each one of those alternate picking licks or each one of those sweep picking licks is going to help the next one. They all help each other. And by doing, 20 instead of 1, you're getting a much greater territory and your hands are doing much more things. The objective is to take your hands to a point where they're never confused by anything that you present them.
Dude, I love it.
I like that.
I love it.
So by doing the whole 5-minute interval thing, you build up your stamina too. When I was much younger, people used to always ask me, dude, how can you play so fast for so long without tiring out? Well, when I practiced that many hours a day and everything is 5 minutes apiece, you're just basically practicing to be a marathon runner.
Well, okay, so let's
talk about that there too. You met him. You met Rusty Cooley. Was he a good guy? I assume he would be. Triad says, personally have had issues when practicing the same thing for too long, even with breaks every now and then, like muscle strain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you're... repetitive strain injury is a real deal thing. Like, you don't want to be pushing that sort of thing. Yeah, I've had some students talk about how they were like playing for up to 8 hours a day, and then they developed like some of the worst tendonitis, and they had to take like a month or 2 or 3 off to heal because they way overdid it. I suppose he might have dead bodies in his basement. Unless he lives in an apartment, then they're in the closet. Yeah. If he's actually, playing nonstop for the whole 5 minutes and just only adjusting the speed, that's an interesting approach to pushing the endurance. But yeah, endurance training is another thing. You got to be careful with that too, though, because if you're trying to play as fast as you can for a very, very long time, that's when you really run into the risk of the repetitive strain injury type thing. But Rusty did mention, adjusting your speed, listening to your body, which is a great idea. So, not a bad approach at all. Clearly, because it worked extremely well for him. Not a bad approach. But, yeah, he said, basically, was it treat it, or you turn yourself into like a marathon runner for a guitar? But, yeah, like if you want to increase your endurance, you just have to basically play for a long period of time and just keep trying to push how long you're going, I feel. Like, gave a student something recently like a palm mute accent pattern down picking thing. Like, what the heck was it? Yeah, that's what it was. And the goal for him is to play that whole thing at 180. And once that starts to feel like no problem, then I suggested, well, like, try a little bit faster. Try to like 190, see if you can go that entire way. Or try it at the 200 after that. So basically, like, try and push the speed a little bit. I also suggested to help him get used to just playing fast for him. I mean, that's pretty fast down picking for a lot of people right there anyway. But like what I suggested for him is like start by just getting like the first couple of bars. Just be able to try that at just one. Like try not to work up to it. Yes, that's right. I'm actually saying try not to work up to it. And so if you need to learn the palm mute pattern, then yes, good idea. Start it slow and then work it up so this way you get the pattern down. But to really like trying to push that endurance and get your base level speed up, I think it's very helpful. Just like try just doing it right at that 180 goal and just do a little bit there. And when you can do like those 2 bars, then try 4 bars. When you can do all 4 bars, then try going for like the 6 bars. So just basically add a little bit, add a little bit, add a little bit. And that could be a really great way to ease into more and more endurance. Instead of starting off with just 5 minutes straight and just adjusting your speed, try just starting with the speed right away and then gradually lengthen how long it is that you're playing. Not saying that what Rusty did is not worth trying. Certainly try it. See how it goes for you. But I'm just offering another way. Rusty's a big fan of Buckethead. Buckethead is my favorite solo guitar player. But there's no way in hell I'm going to listen to every single Buckethead album because that's ridiculous. What 100 album is he on now? 500? It's insane. I think he actually has like over 300. 500 might be an exaggeration. But even still, imagine that, 300 albums? That's insane.
So I'll put you in your teaching room. I guess this is where you teach a lot of the time. So you're there, and you have a student come on Skype or come into the room or whatever, and they want to take lessons from you, and they have similar interests maybe. What's the one thing that they'll play, or maybe the couple things that they'll play that you'll go, oh shit, you're pretty good at it. And it doesn't have to be speed. Like what is like, because for me, vibrato and feel is the thing.
Yeah.
When somebody comes in and they'll play a note and they get some sweet vibrato, they could be sloppy with everything else. I don't give a fuck. It's like, damn, you got something. Like you've trained your ears to sync up with your hands, specifically your fretting hand, and really get the rhythmic, nice wide vibrato. I was like, oh damn, like.
Sure. And I have some things I want to talk about with vibrato in a second. But to answer your question, it just depends. It's not any one thing. I mean, sometimes because I get students of all ages and levels and stuff like that. So it's like I got to see you play a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
I can even make an assessment on where to go and what to do. You know what I mean? Just seeing how well somebody can play, some power chords and rhythm guitar stuff and how intricate they can do what they're picking, will tell a lot about their level.
Right.
In scales or pentatonics or whatever, But seeing with somebody right out of the gate with good vibrato is not super common.
No.
It's not. And as a teacher, it's the hardest thing to teach.
Absolutely.
Because you can't. Everybody wants to bend in vibrato by bending the joints in their fingers.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's like, well, if you have your palm against the bottom of the neck, you have no choice but to bend with the joints of your fingers. And that's the last thing you want to do. I mean, for me personally, bending in vibrato is all hand.
Yeah, wrist.
It's not I don't bend with the joints in my fingers. I bend with my wrist,
Yeah.
And then trying to teach somebody about bending with your wrist, that's such a hard thing. It's like, I'll say, it's like turning a door handle.
Yeah.
Interesting. Deaf World. That's quite all right. Deaf World is dead pooped tired. Too much lumberjacking. So he bends with his rotating the wrist. That is freaking foreign as hell. Yeah. Because I do bend with the joints. And yeah, I'll do little tugs on the strings for the vibrato here. Like, I could never get that whole basic like BB King vibrato thing. That never made any sense to me. I can't do it. Can't do it. For the high E string, that's what I typically do, is that. Can do that a little bit there, but yeah. It is tough to do string bend vibrato. I do not practice that very often. Joe over on Twitch says Buckethead apparently has 31 studio albums and 655 Pike albums. What the hell is a Pike album? Isn't that just like a... Would it be an EP? Or it's just like a few songs? That's ridiculous. I don't know Bjorn. Too much moving metal beams and racking in the warehouse. We get to put on some muscle while at work, it sounds like. Say there are mini albums. Yeah, it sounds like just a little EP there then. Pike is just special Buckethead album. 655. That is insane. Bjorn from In Flames, okay. I do know In Flames. Let's get back to the video. There's only 2 minutes left.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You know, you gotta lock your hand in, put it in the pocket. Start with your hand so that the palm of your hand is facing down, shooting down to the ground, so you got about a gap like this much between your hand and the palm of your hand and the fretboard, so that when you go like this, you got somewhere to push the string. If you start like this, well, you got nowhere to go, and the only thing you can do is bend the joints in your fingers. The art of the fulcrum too, because when you bend toward the floor, you're prying against the joint of your finger. Like,
it's concentric and eccentric movement, I guess. So eccentric would be eccentric would be concentric would be. So you're doing, and concentric generally, they are really different operations. And so getting a really nice smooth eccentric and it combined, like, it's two different operations. Yeah. People don't understand that it should be rhythmic because it also is just a fast bend. It's a series of fast bends. They should be going up to the same pitch and back down to exactly the same pitch. Yeah. And it should be nice in key with the music. Although oftentimes vibrato, you can kind of get away with it because it really is like a trill to another pitch. But you can kind of get away with it for the most part. But yeah, the concentric, eccentric movement, get them both really nice and slow up to the same spot, and then rhythmic. It's like so many things.
Like with fives, it works out great if you run across a single position. Right. So that's, every string you're starting on a pinky index as you go across.
Is this the typical reaction that people give you whenever you play guitar? All right.
And you can do threes. You can do a 5 and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. No, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. So you do one string, it's 3.
I'm gonna watch the video back later. Where can people find out more? So you got a website, you do lessons, like tell everybody what's going on.
Yep. You can find out more about lessons at rustycooley.com. And just as a general keeping up just with what's going on, just Instagram, or my YouTube channel.
Thanks so much for your time, buddy. I loved every second of it.
Let's work on a fives thing. Well, that was fairly interesting. That bend thing, that's odd to me. Like the whole idea of like doing it like this. I guess doing it like that. I guess issues I have. I think I'd have a hard time muting some stuff. Metal is overstimulated for me. I heard everything new bands. It's just doing same shit. Well, yeah, it's very difficult to find new things now, or even come up with a new sound. Because what else can you do? I mean, of course, I'm sure people thought that years ago, and then new things came out. Let's try doing a fives thing. What the hell? Everything's gone. Oh, that's why. Duh. Yeah, we'll end with that. We'll end with, whoa, why is that loading up so weird? Okay, Guitar Pro. Question is, should I, I'm going to do, just fives, like it kind of is here. Pro don't use tabs. Phew. That is something I wholeheartedly disagree with. We use tabs all the time. It's quite helpful. Fantastic learning tool. And we know exactly where to place our fingers, which is quite important. So I never really liked the idea of just using only standard notation, because there's way too many places to put your hands. Change the key signature here. Try doing it like this. Alright. Let's see where we can get with this guy. A lot of guitar players say a lot of things. Who can you think of? Or who could you, God, I cannot talk. Who have you heard say that tabs are bad? Like, genuinely curious here. Like, who, I couldn't name a single person that said it. I guess the only person I could think of is like Adam Neely, and he talks about why it's better to just use standard notation instead of tablature. But yeah, you wish you knew what was going on right now. You still use Amplitube? I don't know what Amplitube has to do with this. I don't know what part of the stream you're watching either. Because I don't know how the whole playback thing works. Well, we just got done watching Rusty Cooley lesson, where Rusty Cooley giving a lesson to Dean Lamb, but it was edited down to just over 10 minutes. It was basically like a 10-minute video made from an hour-long lesson, and Rusty's talking about doing groups of 5, which is something I'd never practiced, but figure why not? Let's try some of this and just kind of see where I get. All right. Although, real quick, I just want to see what. No, I just gotta go for it. All right. All right. Try doing the 5s. I might need to go up slower, but hey, let's try it anyway. That's rough. Stop here for a second. Deaf World says your sweeping is improving. Very good. Well, you are very welcome. Well, glad I could provide some inspiration there, and that the sweeping's getting better for you. Try again. Damn. Well, there we go. I think going up in 5s is going to be quite tricky at this point, but oh well, I won't take it too serious. Let's just kind of see what happens. Oof. Nope. God, this is hard. Nope. Damn it. Pretty close to what I would like. There we go. Oh, 145. I wonder what that is notes per second. I want to find out real quick. Notes per second test calculator. Oh, I don't even know if I can do. No. Huh. This thing won't do it. Okay, I can find another calculator. One 45 notes per beat, 5. About 12 notes a second. And if I did well, that's about the equivalent, 180 beats per minute, quarter or 16th notes. About the same notes per second as doing the 5 notes click right there. All right, well, hell, I'm happy with that. Do I know every note that I am playing right now? I find it very hard to know which notes I am. Like the name of the notes? Yes. Because right there we got your B, C, D, and then back down, and that's E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and E. So, yeah, that's just basically going, this is in key of C. And I'm using that scale shape right there, which is, that's a B Locrian mode shape right there. One of the 3 notes per string scale shapes that's quite popular to learn. I use that one because of how symmetrical it is. Because you got that pattern there, and then this one, and then this one. So it's very fretboard friendly. But yes, I know the notes. All right. You know what? I'm going back to that sweep picking, goddammit. And I'm not going to break it down yet. But I'm also not going to go up in 2s this time either. I'm going to try. Start at 60 again. I'm going to try doing the 6 notes per click. I might be shooting myself in the foot here. One more try. On this guitar this time. Because I swear I got this up to the speed I wanted last week. Maybe I was just doing better last week. This is why you should practice more than just once a week. Yes, Joe says make sure it's melodic. If anyone can explain to me how the hell this is not melodic, please do so. Sounds like Death. That's the band, by the way, in case nobody knows. Death had a lot of melody in their stuff. Tommy needs to be tater-taught a lesson. Very good. Need to pay Tommy $100 to frig off. It's crazy how tense my forearm already is. That's wild. Whew. The pain. The pain. Ugh. God damn. Like, that is just crazy. I need to work on my own endurance for shit like this. I think a part of this is because it's such a... Like, putting these patterns together in this way is such a new thing for me that I use a little bit more tension, a little bit more force to make sure I put everything where it needs to be than something else where I'm much more comfortable playing it. You know what? Maybe I need to do more talking about how this whole idea of always make sure to play relaxed is bad. Stop playing so damn relaxed. It'll actually slow you down, as I saw with one of my students yesterday. I told him he's playing too relaxed. He needs to tense up. And once he did, he could play what he was having a hard time playing. There we go. Vic, hello. Than, thank you. Problem is trying to learn Voice of the Soul. Because it's too difficult? Is that why it's a problem? Oh my god. Damn it, I had a fucking open string sneak in there. Play Crazy Train riff. It does, it goes to those chords next, right? How the hell would I space that on this this tempo here? God, that's too fast. That sounds stupid at this speed. Okay. All right, going for the 120. Question from Vic. Working on a riff that is similar to 4-note coils. Is it better to do hybrid picking with these types of exercises? Well, I never do any kind of hybrid picking. It's certainly worth a try if you think it'll help. But that's a technique that I just never put much time into at all. I know what it is. I can't remember who coined the phrase swybrid picking. It's like a combination of sweep picking and hybrid picking, and he uses that technique to do all kinds of crazy fingering stuff. Because he was having, I think he was having a hard time alternate picking certain things, so he kind of developed this new idea. The Crazy Train riff at that speed. It sounds like the anime intro. Oh. Deaf World has good news. EPs are coming to a close in terms of songwriting as summer is ending. That's good. And beginning another one for thrash metal. Well, that is good. You're just on a songwriting... I don't know what word I want to use. You're doing a lot of songwriting. Something I want to get back into. Need the time. Need the time, goddammit. Alright, let's try this again here. 120. What I want for a minimum speed, damn it. Do it half speed first. Well, that was shit. Right there. Right at the frickin' end. All that while juggling the lead skills. It's a lot of work. Damn, I was right there. That last shape. It's so damn close. Not bad, not bad. Could be better. Could be better. Foot in the door of metal guitar on YouTube. Do you already have a plan in mind besides like playthroughs, playing along, stuff like that? Showcasing the riffs. That was dog shit. Alright, come on. Do half speed again. Oh well. Clearly, doing 6 notes a click and working it up like that is not for me right now. I must do better. Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. Whew. Whew. That's painful too. But it sure is fun. Damn it! I fucked up my riff. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can play it correct this time. Hey, there we go. Let's see. What do you think of first practicing fast arpeggios by randomly moving through different ones and worrying about sticking to a tonality later? Would that also mean practicing fast arpeggios and not being too concerned with accuracy and then later being concerned with accuracy? Why did my voice crack like that? Later with accuracy. Wait. Shit. I mean, nothing wrong with just randomly running through stuff like that. It literally did not. What literally did not? Anna, I don't understand. Yes, Facebook and Instagram. Yes. Here, let me give the links to that right now. Oh, my voice didn't break. Are you home? I'm running late on the stream. I need to end this soon. And Instagram. Oh yeah. Now being accurate technically, but not being in tonality. Yeah, nothing wrong with jumping through random sweep shapes. Kirk's Chop Shop. I am not familiar with Kirk's Chop Shop. So I guess when I hear the word tone, I'm thinking about like this pickup versus that pickup, that kind of tone. So what do you mean when you refer to tonality? So I can follow you better. Key. Yeah, that's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong at all. Especially if you're having fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes being out of key sounds better anyway. It's good for the extreme metal stuff. But yeah, when I do the sweep stuff so far, man, it actually would help me if I got used to doing like being chromatic with these things. Because one thing that is kind of a hindrance to me, something that holds me back, I believe, is if I'm not doing the sweep shape in the same place I've always done it, then it can just completely screw me up. But if you can take a sweep shape and just do it anywhere, I think you're going to have a much better chance at being really goddamn good at sweep picking. Because, like, scale type stuff, that's not as big of a deal for me. But, of course, this is what I've spent most of my time doing. Like, my hands know that pretty well compared to other things that I can do. But yeah, the sweep thing, yeah, if you can just randomly play the same shape all over the place, then you really know that shape. I think it's a very good thing to be able to do. You certainly come up with some cool stuff, like black metal sweep picking. Instead of always just doing the minor chords, like, you know, you could just sweep them. That's something you could do. I don't think you really hear that in black metal. At least not that I've heard. Okay. Should wrap up the stream. Going a little bit later than I thought. Yeah, I really am considering, though, either dropping the stream frequency to maybe every other week, like maybe the first and third Thursday of the month, or maybe just one giant one on like the first Thursday of the month, something like that. Try and get people to submit questions, things they want to talk about during the stream. So even if they can't make it to the stream, they will see their questions being answered. And all that good stuff. Okay. Well, it is time for me to wrap it up here. So, thank you for coming on. Talking. Always good to have people in. And, yeah. Hey, if you do have things, suggestions, stuff that you want me to talk about, you know, send a message. Send me an email to the old john@milehighshred.com. I'll just type it out right now. Boom. The streamer guitar sound. It's just being picked up by this mic right now. And it's coming out of my studio monitors. So that's all it is. I want to have a better setup, and someday I will. But I'm working with what I got. Alright. So I will post when the next stream is going to happen when I decide on that. But yeah, send over suggestions. It would be nice. Alright. See you on the next stream.